Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome to a video that let me just get into this right now. So I have a Discord, which some of you may know about, and one of the dudes in there, Red Ninja, was like, yo, Tanner, you need to check out this game. And I'm like, okay, man. I mean, people show me games all the time, but this one was super cool. It's called Cerebral, like, you know, like the word like cerebral, but instead Cerebral, which is an absolutely wonderful pun. And it's sort of like, I mean, people are probably going to hate this comparison all the time, but it does remind me of Skullgirls. Now, mind you, this one is a bit different. It's a bit more grungier and a bit more, I don't know how else you would say, but let's just get into this. It looks super cool, and I do have a demo that I can play a little bit of to show you what it's like, and it feels good, my dudes. It's like I play it, I pick it up, and I'm like, this is a very free fighting game, which I love. Like, not price-wise, but I mean, they do have a funding campaign on here. It is not a Kickstarter. It's actually individually done where it's just by donations. And I'm not going to tell you to donate, but man, guys, you might like what you're going to see. So first off, we have the main character who you saw in the intro video there, Helen Bruthild, which is a absolute wonderful pun. So, the whole thing about her is you can read all of her stuff. Actually, we'll get to the story in a bit, but for now, just go along. Before the imagination bomb went off in Harmon City, Helen was a quiet and reserved woman. She worked hard, but she was mostly disliked in the small law firm she worked in. She didn't join any of the company functions, and her standoffish attitude made her difficult to work with. Her work performance made sure she was employed, but those around her began to resent her. They chided that she was stuck up and refused to show people her softer side. Little did she know she didn't have a softer side. Whenever she found a moment alone in the office, she would listen to a variety of metal songs just go through her work hours. And as a resentment of other people built up inside her during the day, she would often go to the gym afterwards to burn off that anger that smoldered inside of her. So, Helen Bruthild is a battle witch, and she goes by the Brass-Fisted Witch, which is really good. And she is ripped as hell. And she is the only character playable in the demo thus far. And she's awesome. We'll get to the story and stuff later. Actually, yeah, we'll go to the story first before we look at the other characters. The Tale of Harmon City. So Harmon City was a typical modern metropolis. But when the imagination bomb is detonated at the center of the city, Harmon City and its inhabitants are changed forever. As the blast engulfs the region, the minds of the people start spilling into reality. Reality cannot hold all those different thoughts and possibilities, and when the contents of everyone's psyche starts to collide, each individual is thrust into their own dimension. In these pocket dimensions, each citizen of Harmon City grows new worlds based on their ideals and desires. It kind of reminds me of Knights, if Knights was a fighting game. As fast as these worlds start to form, the pocket dimensions begin to recollapse into reality. The many-dimension worlds start spiraling back into the place from which they came from, but Harmon City only has limited space. The people who are merely residents of the city now have a chance to form their environment, but to do so they fight for real estate, as the dimension worlds will need space to start taking root in the newly formed Harmon City. It's pretty cool. I like the story. It's going for a neat thing. Also, how do you guys like some Dark Souls? Because I look at this guy and my first thought was, oh dude, we get to play as John Dark Souls. So his name is Operator 28. He's a tact knight. And there's his stuff. It's this guy. Let me just go up a bit so you can see him. He was roaming the streets of Harmon City as a homeless man when the imagination bomb was detonated. Before that, he was a war vet. Having joined the service with a sense of justice and strong conviction, he took his military duty very seriously. I should be said, I haven't read these guys yet. I only read a bit of Helen's up there. What exactly happened overseas is a bit of a mystery, but by the time he returned home, it was long since the light in his eyes had left him. Once home, 28 drifted away from his friends. Hey, can you not? I don't know if you can see I got a Discord right now. I'm supposed to be in streamer mode, Discord. Jeez. Once home, 28 drifted away from his friends. His self-imposed isolation made him more and more distant. Before he knew it, he was on the streets, walking aimlessly through the dark valleys of Harmon City. All he wanted to do was be able to use his brawn and enthusiasm, do some good in the world. But what came to him was a realization that the great adventure he went on so many years ago yielded nothing but guilt and regret. Though disillusioned by what he saw and has done, he still longs for a battle that is meaningful and right. He yearns for honor and a chance at redemption. As his dimension world began its descent towards Harmon City, 28 brings with him a simpler world, where good fights evil, where proud stand tall, where knights slay dragons. So he is John Dark Souls. And finally, we have Susan of Slummerville, who is cute. She's adorable. 5'2", 110 pounds. She likes sashimi and international wrestling. Not much is known about where Susan is from. What is known about her is that her entry to the new Harmon City is very different from all the other inhabitants. She was neither allotted her own pocket dimension, nor did she bring a dimension world with her. There are a few things that can be known about her. The few things that can be known about her are learned through observation. Watching her fight, it's obvious she was trained by the 7 gods of wrestling. I didn't even know there were gods of wrestling, but that's really cool. And also, the imps of the mind don't have any effect on her. The imps of the mind were born from the imagination bomb explosion. They crawled out of the crater created by the explosion, around pestering people with impulsive thoughts. Having no effect on Susan, they are drawn to her. Whenever you see Susan, you're bound to see a few imps as well, so perhaps she'll have the ability to use them in battle? Who knows? Frankly, it's not even known why she's here. Whether she's there to stake claim of some sort in New Harmon City, or perhaps she's just fighting for the fun of it. I like her. She's cute. So, but what is this game? So, it is a fighting game, and you can see some GIFs here of the combat. It's very well animated. I am super into these animations here. They're very... well, the thing I like about them, and I know this is super intentional, and you'll be like, well, of course, very, like, stretchy. Like, the way Darkstalkers animated its sprites, where things will grow and pop for emphasis, and that is what fighting games needs. You don't get that in 3D fighting games, so I'm super into that. So the gameplay, though, it's 2v2 with assists. Super jumps, the super jumps are real super jumps. Stage breaks, which aren't in the, not in the beta thus far, but we'll be there. I can confirm chains and combos are in there. They're really good. It'll be tournament focused, which is, it's good. That might be put you away, but it is a good thing because it means that it's just going to be very much, let's get into it, no bullshit. It's going to be great. Snapbacks, I mean, you kind of have to have snapbacks. The music is really good too. I'll be playing some music in the background of this video of stuff from the game. The guy who's making the music is called Too Mellow, and I really like his stuff. It is very street, and I sound so white saying that. It's very much like, reminds me of like Street Fighter, Third Strike's aesthetic and stuff, but it's really cool. I'm excited for this. And the team. Here's the team. You got one guy of Harmonix, he's the lead animator, and an unapologetic anime fiend, which is good. You got a guy from Disney and Microsoft, he's doing the UI. You got Wilson doing design. Looks like he's been a good fighting game vet. I can always trust anyone who played Marvel vs. Capcom 2. You got Yusuke doing code. He's an organizer for 8-bit history, and he's been known to rap in Japanese, which is amazing. You got Koji, forms like Voltron with his brother to code solid features. That's great. Although a 2-person Voltron would be it'd be kind of difficult. And Too Mellow, which we talked about before. He was the composer on Read Only Memories, which I haven't played yet, but have to. So yeah. Basically, for $10, you can get the alpha to play it, which we're going to go do right now. But I will say, if this looks cool to you, please support our indie devs, my bros. It is so worth it. You'll never know what they'll bring. Like, I feel like indie devs are the future, so Please think about it. Now let's hop over to the game. This is not page chilling. Do not take this like I'm doing that. This is me being like, I want to spread the love of video games. So let's go play some of it. Alright, dudes, here we are. The game itself, I mean, mind you, in a alpha form. And let me just say, don't take the performance of this video for the performance of how it actually is. My computer is infamously known for being pretty crap. The fact I can record this, at least what looks to be semi-decently itself, is amazing. But don't worry, this game runs, without me recording, amazing. So, how does this game work? Well, first off, okay, well that's a bit of a bug. Let's, rematch. Alright, so, it basically functions the same as what you'd expect, which is the good thing. You got light punch, medium punch, heavy punch, light kick, medium kick, heavy kick, crouching versions of all of them, including that one being a launcher. That one's a 2-hit sweep. And then you got some special moves. You got quarter circle forward punch. Oh, wait. Whoa. How did I do that? I've never done that before. Oh, she has a beam? Well, okay, that's new. How do I do that? Is it like... Is it half circle backwards? No, it's just quarter circle backwards. Well, I learned of a new attack. Alright. So you got quarter circle forward punch, which does sort of a rush punch. You got a medium version which goes farther, and you do have a heavy version which has build up, but hits kind of like it has different properties. That's the thing. And of course, it being a fighting game, you can sort of go light, medium, heavy, special, and it works. I mean, it's what it should be. As you can see, though, also, yeah, you have a sort of kind of like a combo between a shoryuken and a kick. It's quarter circle forward kick. It's kind of a rise up and then down. It's very interesting. But you can do the light, medium, heavies. But the cool thing is the air combat. And it is very much like a Skullgirls, any of those sort of like fighting games where air combat is kind of a big thing. You can do it really well in this game. You can get crazy stuff from just totally keep going, you know. You can even do, if you're good, like this one will like relaunch them up a bit. So you can do crazy stuff, again, if you're good. Like that, 7-hit combos. It's pretty fun. You also do have assists, which you can call out by pressing double mediums. For some reason, my assist doesn't do anything. It might be a glitch. I don't know. But that's how assists work, and they did show off like a completed version of the assist system, where it's very much like they come all the way in, they'll do an attack, and then hop out, and then you can even do it again, and do some crazy combos. I think it's supposed to be any single special or normal, like Skullgirls. Yeah, special, not super. I could be wrong about that. That I haven't got super into, but it does look very open. And that's the thing, this combat system is very open, and it feels good. It's to a point where I am really excited to see where this goes. And if I had a friend near me who played fighting games, this is a up to 4-player demo, which is crazy. You could play like 2-on-2 or well, 2-on-2 dummies, or you could fight each other, and it's cool. This game is really cool, my dudes. If you're into the combat of Skullgirls, which some of you I know are, most people are into the story and stuff, but this is just, it feels good. It's kind of what, I don't know. It's what I feel like when I discovered Skullgirls. I got the same feeling here, and it's very fun. You can do stuff, like I said, light, medium, heavy, special, and all that good stuff. I wonder if you can do like light, medium, heavy, beam. There are dashes too. I don't think she has an air dash. She's kind of a brawler type. Also, good back walk. I like it. So you got like light, medium. Oh, I think there's way too much. I don't know. You can do some stuff. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, it feels good. It feels good, my dudes. So you can switch out at any time, but because the game is right now programmed for that to be another player, you can't actually play as them at that point, and you do kind of have to reset the battle. Because right now, you're not really supposed to do that. You can also turn on hitboxes. For ya hitbox fans, you can see how things go. This might mean nothing to some people, but it means a lot to people like me. What is the... Whoa, what is... Oh, the hat becomes totally vulnerable there. That's smart, actually. It's a little disjointed, but I kind of like it. Hitboxes, my bros. You can do fun stuff with that. I mean, life is just a series of hitboxes, so it's sort of... It's cool. The kick is kind of like a mini launcher, which is fun. I kind of like the sound of like this mini launch thing. So you can do like, let's just kill her so we can get back. So you can do like stuff like that, you know, sort of like kick up combos. There are ways to relaunch. I've done it before, and it's cool. It feels good, dudes. So this is Cerebral. Please look into it if you're into Skullgirls or want a new fighting game. This looks super promising. The cool thing is, if you get, if you put in at least $15, you actually get access to a Discord chat with the devs. And like, I even just like, as soon as I got it, they're like, hey, welcome to the Cerebral dev thing. They talked to me, a couple of them, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so cool. Super open development. Please look into this, dudes. I'm super excited to see where it goes. Cerebral. Then goes the tagline, which I don't know. Let your imaginations and buttons run wild. Heck yeah, I did it. There we go. So, see you guys next time. And be sure to watch out for, I'll be doing updates when this game updates, because I, of course, have access to updated versions. So be sure to watch those. See you guys next time. Ciao.